Hi, boys and girls. So, today we're going to be talking about social studies during our independent time. We're going to think about where we live. So, when I ask you the question, where do you live? You might think, oh, I live in a house. We're going to think a little bit more about all the different places that you live, starting with small and then going to big. So, do you live in a family? So that might be the smallest. So you can make a little small. So you might live with your family in your home. And then a little bigger, do you live in a neighborhood? So that's the houses that are all around you on your street and a couple of streets over. We live in a neighborhood. Then we also live in a city or a town, depending on what you call it. And we all live in a city. We actually live in the same city or town right now called Ridgewood. I live in a different town, but you all live in the same town. And then if we get a little bigger from there, so we live in our city, we also live in a state. Does anyone know what state we live in? It's New Jersey. From New Jersey, so that's our state. Then we go even bigger and we ask, do you live in a country? Yes, we live in the United States of America. That's our country. And then the last question is, do you live in a world or the world? Yes, you live on the planet Earth, which is the world. So that is where you live, starting with family, neighborhood, city, state, country, world. Gets bigger and bigger. So look at these pictures. What do you notice? Some might look like larger cities. Some might look like smaller cities. You can tell just looking at these different pictures, maybe you see a neighborhood that looks similar to your neighborhood. So, which city reminds you the most of your neighborhood or your community? Which picture? So, this picture here reminds me the most of where I live. But you might look at the different pictures and think that your neighborhood looks a little bit different. So, today we're going to work on this page. So, it's my city. So, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a picture of something you like about your city, then draw yourself. So, on the page, it says city. It could also be called town. And we know the town that we live in. So, I'm actually going to write that word right down here because I live in a city called Ridgewood. So, I'm going to write it here for us, and you could copy the letters. Remember, it's a little hard for me to write on the computer, so I'm going to try my best. And then in this circle, what you're going to do is you're going to draw something that you like to do in your town. One of the things I like to do in my town or my city is I like to walk around my neighborhood. So in this circle, I might draw a sketch of myself walking through my neighborhood. That's something I like to do in my town. I know that my little nephew Jackson, he loves to play on the playground in our town. So I would draw if he was doing this, although he's pretty little, so he couldn't get it done. But if his mom was doing it for him, he might draw the playground because that's what he likes to do in his city or his town. So you're going to think about some of the things that are in Ridgewood or that you like to do in your neighborhood and town and city and draw a little picture of you doing them. And then using this little sketch here, this little outline, you can draw yourself. If you want to draw yourself and not use the outline, you can do it over here too. It's totally up to you. So in the circle, we're drawing a picture of something we like to do in our town, and then we're drawing ourselves right here. All right, I hope you enjoy this activity and you think a little bit about things that you like to do in Ridgewood. All right, I can't wait to see them. See you soon. Bye.